Hi everyone, welcome to SD7 Learnings. So, continuing the Catia V5 training, we are into the next session of constraint. You can see the dialog box, the toolbar which has a constraint. So, these are some of the constraints. In Sketcher Workbench, constraints are very critical things where that is the one which defines the shape or which constraint is required to arrest those degree of freedoms. And these constraints have major effects on the 3D model what we design in the later stage. So when it comes to constraint, we have the two types of constraints. One is a constraint defined in dialog box. So the other one is the formal constraint. So we are going to look into both the things. So first, constraint is nothing but it's applying the dimensions. So let me apply a dimension for this one. So this is the dimension which is 47.471 in mm. With this constraint, I would select this line and select the other line so that you can see it creates an angle automatically. So the next one, if I select on a circle, I get a radius. So now let's select on one of the two lines, and now while just right clicking, I can see there are a couple of options in it. So the first option, this line, I want to make these two lines perpendicular to each other. So I'll select on the option perpendicular, and now due to the dimension is applied. So when I remove the dimension, you can see the dimension symbol, which is known as the geometrical symbol. Now let's select the next two lines and go to the dimension, right click, and here let's say distance between these two lines. It's 0. Okay. In order to go into those things, let me create another line. So I'll select these 2 points by holding the control button. So dimension, right click, coincidence. These two lines have been coincidence, and you can see this is the coincidence symbol. In the similar way, let me show you another option. I'll create a line over here. When I try to use any of the option, you can see there is a blue color dotted line which says that automatically it picks up whether you require a concentric coincidence, or when you go to near that, this is the coincidence which is happening exactly, and you need this parallelism and sort of things. It sometimes it is very difficult to manipulate things. So in such case, just hold on the shift button, and you can't see any of the geometry constraint which has been created automatically. So now let me create my line. This is my line. I'll do escape. So I'll make this line control plus this line with the dimension, right click, parallelism. So I need these two lines to be parallel to each other. So you can see this symbol tells that both the lines are parallel between each other. So now let me delete this symbol, and this line is not straight. So in order to make it straight, I'll select the line and go for the option known as constraint dialog box. If you select on it, we get a dialog box, and for that single line, what are the possible constraints we can able to apply would be shown here. So I want to make this line vertical. See, it has turned into vertical, and you can see a V symbol next to it. Or else, I want to make it horizontal. So see, it has been moved to horizontal. Or else, let me say that temporarily I need to fix it without any constraint. So you can see an anchor symbol, which means that it's been temporarily fixed over there. Or else, I record a dimension. So you can just select on the length of it and click OK. We get those symbols. So based on the combination of the entities, we can the dialog box opens with the available options. So now, if I try to select a two circle and go for a constraint, so here these are the available option which has been highlighted. I can select on a dimension, or else the radius or diameter, fix, we are aware of it, coincidence. So both the lines are coincidence by each other, concentricity or tangency. So in order I need to get a tangency, let's say I'll select tangency Q. So both the circle is been sharing space tangentially. So you can see a tangency symbol over here. Let me delete this. If I select this 2 points and two circle and select on it and concentricity. So both the lines, both the circles are in the concentricity mode. So when I do a right click, you can see some of the options: parallelism, perpendicular, horizontal. So some of the points, same options are available here. Based on our selection, these options would get highlighted. So I believe you guys are aware of these things now. To select a single line and go for the geometrical constraint, you can see vertical option has been highlighted. In order, let's say, I can delete the content over here. I'll go for a rectangle box. So selecting this two line and the center axis. First, select the first line, second line, and the center axis. And go for the geometrical dimension. And here we get an option on a symmetry. So it means the equality. You can see the symmetrical symbol over here. So it means an equal distance between from the center of the axis. Okay. Now I have a circle which needs to be placed. Here I have the point for it. So let's select this line, and the point where my circle needs to be in the exact center. So equidistance point. So it means that it's been equally distributed. The circle point is exactly in the center. So these are the some of the major commands which is required to work with Catia Sketcher Workbench. Let me delete these constraints. Now, here we have an option. One is fixed together and the other one is auto constraint. So, what is fixed together? So, I need these all the entities to be fixed in the available portion. So, it shows the complete rectangle is being formed by these entities, points and lines. Just here, okay. You can see here, fixed together option. It's been temporarily fixed. And the next option is auto constraint. So when I select the complete thing and provide an auto constraint, so it shows that four lines has been selected and give OK on it. So Catia algorithm by default it takes its own values and it shows the better constraint, better way to constrain that particular rectangular entities. We can delete it required and add a new constraint as well as. So now this option is known as a multi-constraint, edit multi-constraint. So in order, there are a huge number of dimensions which is already available. I need to edit every dimensions, but it's not possible for me to edit by double clicking on the dimension one by one. So in order to edit everything by a single dialog box, so edit multi-constraint. So by selecting this option, we get all the dimensions which has been created would be available in this dialog box. So here directly I go to the situation. So 64, I go for 50. Next one is 73. I go for 50. And the next one is 100. So 100. And the next one is 100. I'll just select on the preview and it looks like this. So this is the most important toolbar where majorly we'll be using these two options. One is dimension constraint where the dimension will be created and this is geometrical constraint where these geometrical constraints would be created. So we need to constrain a sketch before exiting the workbench. It should be green in color. It means that it's been fully constrained. So that's it for today's session. I believe the video was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.